It is often said that children are the epitome of innocence, the very reflection of God. But the story I'm about to tell you today is of a child who seemed to be the incarnation of evil. A child who didn't even spare his own little sister, who killed innocent lives just because he derived pleasure from seeing others suffer. And fortunately, before he could claim more lives, the police managed to catch him. Today, I'll take you through the chilling story of Amarjeet Sada, a boy who committed 3 murders by the age of 8. The year was 2007. Police brought an 8-year-old boy into the station. He was thin, frail, and small in stature. The officers were astonished to learn that this boy was accused of committing multiple murders of his 6-month-old sister, his cousin, and another neighborhood child. At first glance, Amarjeet seemed like any other child, but as the police began their interrogation, they were shocked by his calm demeanor and the casual way in which he confessed to his crimes. He described his murders as if he were recounting a mundane event, completely unfazed by the gravity of his actions. Well, before I proceed further, let's rewind a bit to a few days before Amarjeet's arrest. India's one of the states, Bihar, and here is this village called Mashahari. One day, a 1-year-old girl named Khushbu went missing. The police arrived at the scene. This was the 3rd child disappearance in the area. 2 other children had died, but their deaths were not reported to the police. However, the community was in a state of fear, and rumors had reached the police. Upon questioning Khushbu's parents, the police learned about a boy named Amarjeet Sada. Khushbu's mother said that she had last seen Amarjeet near the spot where her daughter disappeared. The police, initially skeptical of how much a young boy could know, began their investigation from other angles but found no leads. Finally, the police decided to question Amarjeet. He was brought in, and to their surprise, he was smiling. When asked about Khushbu, he continued to smile or laugh. The police, puzzled by his behavior, wondered how to proceed. Suddenly, Amarjeet asked for biscuits. The police quickly got him a packet of biscuits, and he started eating. The police asked again about Khushbu, and Amarjeet casually said, "I put her to sleep." When asked where, he repeated, "I put her to sleep by hitting her with a heavy tile." Police was stunned. The more the police questioned him, the more biscuits he demanded. Each time he got a new packet, he gave more details. In the meantime, he admitted to killing his 6-month-old sister and his cousin in the same manner. The police, realizing the severity of the situation, took Amarjeet into custody. Then, Amarjeet's parents were called to the station. They, along with his uncle, revealed that the family had covered up the previous murders to protect Amarjeet. His father also confessed that they had not reported the murders due to family pressure and the fear of losing Amarjeet after he killed their daughter. As the layers of the case began to unravel, the police realized that they were not dealing with an ordinary child. This could be a psychopath. After interrogating both families, they decided to talk to Amarjeet once again. The police interrogated him in his language. They asked him why he put these 3 to sleep, what he gained from it, and how the idea came to his mind. Amarjeet calmly looked at the police and said that he enjoyed it. He enjoyed seeing injuries and suffering. Hearing this statement, the police was shocked again. The statement was coming from an 8-year-old boy. After seeing Amarjeet's behavior and body language, the police involved psychologists and criminologists. These experts spoke to Amarjeet in their way, trying to understand why he was doing such things. The experts concluded that Amarjeet Sada, an 8-year-old child, derived pleasure from causing harm and pain to others. They diagnosed him with a mental illness known as conduct disorder. This disorder typically manifests in children and makes them enjoy such crimes. Another expert mentioned that Amarjeet did not have a sense of right or wrong because of his young age. The case then went to court. As you may know, under the Juvenile Act in India, children cannot be given harsh punishments for any crime. Due to this, Amarjeet was sent to a juvenile home. This was obviously not the right decision, but legally, this was all that could be done with Amarjeet. However, today, around 16 to 17 years later, no one knows where Amarjeet is or when he was released from the juvenile home. Nobody knows if he is alive or not, or if he has committed crime after all these years. If you are a regular viewer of my channel, you would know from the crime stories about serial killers that children who experience a lot of pain, suffering, or violence in their childhood often grow up to become serial killers. We have seen many such examples. Many serial killers started their crimes by harming animals and committing petty thefts. But Amarjeet Sada's story is very different and much more terrifying. Unlike other serial killers who faced many hardships in their childhood before stepping into the world of crime, Amarjeet started killing at the age of just 7, which tells a strange story that perhaps should have been studied properly. So guys, this brings us to the end of today's episode. Amarjeet Sada's case remains one of the most disturbing in the annals of crime history. It challenges our understanding of innocence and evil and raises difficult questions about nature, nurture, and the darkness that can reside in even the youngest of hearts. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this episode compelling, please subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. Until